Think of the greatest speakers you've ever seen in your entire life. Now, chances are they probably did not use notes when they spoke. And because they didn't use notes, they were able to be more memorable, to connect with the audience and make more of an impact. In this video, we're going to show you how and why to speak without notes. When you speak without notes, you remove a big barrier between you and your audience. You come across as more authentic, more personable, more relatable, more accessible. You're able to read your audience. You're able to read how things are going. Are they paying attention? Are they confused? Are they dialed in? We're used to talking to people by looking at them face to face, by reading facial expressions and connecting that way. Try to emulate that same idea or that same concept when you speak. So let's look at how you speak without notes. The first and most important way to do that is through preparation, preparation, and preparation. I wish there was a magic pill you could take or some special mantra you could say that would make it easy to memorize or at least have a better familiarity with your content. There simply isn't. But what you should consider is finding creative ways to practice. Now, first and foremost, I would recommend saying your presentation out loud. There's something about hearing the words flow out of your mouth, getting a sense of transitions, the feel of the pace of the presentation, and there's no way to do that except by saying your presentation out loud. Now, you can get creative in how you do that, not just at the office or a conference room, but consider while you're exercising, gardening, doing the dishes, driving, wherever you find some idle time, just say parts of your presentation out loud. You don't have to wait until you have an entire hour at your disposal. You can just practice 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. It'll make a huge difference. And then when you are in places where you can't speak out loud, like at an airport or commuting on a train or in some other public space, go ahead and practice your presentation aloud, but in your brain. Do it silently. Just do it in your mind. These kinds of creative practice techniques will really help you familiarize yourself with your material. Another recommendation is to borrow a page from ancient Rome, and that's by using the memory castle or the memory palace. What this involves is for you to think of a house or an apartment or someplace you've lived and you're intimately familiar with, and then you associate walking through that house, that apartment, that flat with different aspects of your presentation. So at the front door is the beginning part of your presentation. The entryway is yet another part of your presentation. Then you walk into the dining room and you associate that with a different point of your talk. And you go to the kitchen and the bedroom and walk around. By having those memory hooks and those visual reminders about what you want to say can dramatically improve your recall. And then finally, don't feel like you have to memorize your presentation. Just be familiar with it. And remember, you do not have to be perfect. Now, when you write, please be perfect. Have grammar be flawless. Have your syntax be unbelievable. But when you speak, it's okay if you have perhaps a verbal hiccup here and there, because the trade-off is well worth it. In fact, if you were to say the same presentation to 5 different audiences, I would like to think you would say it slightly differently each time, but each time it would be authentically you and a natural delivery. So if you want to make an impact in your next presentation, find and make time to familiarize yourself with your material such that you can speak without notes or at least maybe a bulleted list, and you'll have a more authentic, natural delivery, and your audience will thank you for it.